Welcome to today's training. Today, we're going to be going over some things that are really exciting about what's happening with power. Again, I hope you guys had a great holiday season. Right now, we're about to get ramped up for the beginning of the year. And, during the December, November time, that is the most difficult time to get into a direct sales company. And the reason why is because a lot of people are out there, dealing with family. They're spending money on fun stuff. They're not thinking about business. So it is challenging. However, it can be done, and it is being done all around the country. People are making, some of the most money they've made in this business because when everybody else is sleeping, they got up and went to work. And so that's kind of what I did. I went to work on the business side, and I'm now going to work on the marketing side of the solar part. And so I'm going to show you a few things that I've done and that I'm going to be doing for you guys that, pretty much nobody else in the company is doing. We're creating not necessarily a difference. What we're doing is I'm trying to work smarter, not harder. That's pretty much the name of this training. We're going to be working smarter, not harder. So we are going to have to work hard at first. And when you start working hard at first, it gets momentum. You start generating momentum, your business starts rolling, and then it gets much, much easier. So I'll just kind of tell you my plan, and so you can know what the plan is. The first plan is to initially get a team built, which I've now built a team. I have a team of 20-something people. Of course, everybody's not here. People have jobs and different things, so they meet at different times and we talk at different times of the day. But the second part is to start generating sales through multiple different methods. Number one method that we're going to start doing is, of course, the top 20 list. And if you haven't gone through that top 20 list, we're going to be going over some additional verbiage on how to do it. Because the more I do it, the easier it gets and the simpler it is for me to teach it to you. And so I'm going to be talking about that. The second thing I'm going to talk about is a referral program through contractors. I know we were talking about realtors before. Realtors are a little bit more challenging than contractors. As a matter of fact, today, I'm meeting one today at 1 o'clock. I've already enrolled one already. And that has 10, 20, 30 leads already for me that are going to be giving me a lot of business in a very short period of time. And I'm going to give you the exact script I use for those contractors. And the other day, myself and my wife, sat on the phone and we probably booked 10 or 15 appointments with contractors to show them how a program works and to get them on as an ambassador. Because you got to remember, contractors are meeting homeowners every day. And when I'm talking about contractors, I'm talking about plumbers, roofers, not necessarily roofers, but because we do roofing, but plumbers, electricians, floor people that do carpeting, floor, contractors, handyman, people like that. They're already meeting these homeowners. They're talking to them already. And so they have all these leads and names and numbers of homeowners that they've met or that trust them and like them. And so they can now make $1,000 by referring us business, especially if you're right now a solar specialist. So that's why being a solar specialist is so powerful, because we're going to start using that to generate business. I'm going to give you the exact script I used that's working. I like to do things first, test them, show that they work, and then give them to you. So that's what I've done. So I'm going to be giving that to you today. Another thing we're going to be doing is asking for referrals from the people that we know. That top 20, that top 200 list. Instead of just going through a whole script with them, it's going to be really simple. I started a solar company, and my solar company is called the Clean Energy Movement. And what I'm doing is we're launching it right now, and we're launching it at the beginning of the year. And I was wondering, who do you know or who comes to mind that owns a home right now that would like to be able to eliminate their electricity bill? Think about that sentence. Write that sentence down. I don't have it written yet, but I will. But it's really simple. Who do you know? I own a solar company, because that's what you do. I want you to get in the mindset that you own a solar company. I own a solar company. I'm not a salesperson for a solar company. There's a big difference between the two mindsets. So because I own a solar company, what I tell people is this: listen, I own a solar company and I work with power. The company is called the Smart Energy Movement. Now, the Clean Energy Movement. That is my brand. That's what I'm branding out in the field. Smart Money Wise is our team inside the company, but outside the company, the Clean Energy Movement. And you guys will be able to use that name for some of the things if you want to, or you can come up with your own. and you'll see why in a second. So, I own a solar company, and what we do is we help homeowners put solar on their home so they can virtually eliminate their electricity bill and take down their electricity bill almost to nothing. And I was just wondering, who comes to mind that you know of that owns a home that would love to eliminate their electricity bill? And they'll say, "Oh, my mom owns a home, my sister owns a home, or whoever." Well, great. One of the things I can do for you, if you're open to it, if you're willing to give me their name and number, and maybe contact them, just let them know I'm going to call, and give them a free estimate about or free energy analysis, energy savings analysis on how much money they could save. I'll pay you $1,000. Our company will give you $1,000 just for that referral. Would you be open to that? Really simple. You don't have to make it this big presentation. It doesn't have to be this big script. Just very, very simple. Now, all this time I've been teaching you openers and using those openers. That's why I gave those to you so early, because I wanted you to practice them and get the marbles out of your mouth of using those openers. So now you should know them by now. You should be able to say, "Hey, are you open to calling these people and let them know that I'm going to call, and for that we will give you $1,000 for it." Oh, really? Yeah, absolutely. We have a system in place for that. And then of course you go onto your website and you enroll them as an ambassador, and then you put the lead in their name. What 3 people come to mind right now? Write that sentence down. Get in the habit of saying this. What 3 people come to mind right now that own a home that would love to eliminate their electricity bill? And they're going to think, "Oh, well, my mom owns a home, my sister owns a home, and my brother owns a home." Now, and then of course, you want to make sure you narrow it down to the states. So we have the 15 states that are on the web right now. But let me give you 3 things right now. I'm going to throw a little thing out for you right now. There's 3 states that are coming. With the owner of the company, actually, he's one of the main guys in our company, contacted me the other day because of won a contest that I may have won a position in. That's going to be announced tonight. And he called me and we were talking, and he was telling me, "Stephen, I want to tell you this a few more states going to be opening up here in the next few weeks." And I was like, "Oh, really? What states are they?" And I said, "Can I tell my team?" He says, "No, but if you kind of leaked out something, it's okay." And I said, "Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys right up front. The 3 states are, number 1 is Illinois. So if you know people in Illinois, write that down. Not Chicago, but other parts of Illinois, because Chicago has some weird rules. So it's mostly the rest of Illinois. Second state is Maryland. I got a ton of people in Maryland right now. So if you know people in Maryland, that would be a great place to now start writing down your names and numbers. Massachusetts, that's another state that's opening up. So as you can see, we're growing and growing. Imagine when we're in 50 states, you guys. I've been watching solar videos. I've been going on YouTube and watching a lot of solar videos of door knockers, which we'll talk about that in a little bit too. And when I've been watching these guys and they've been going door knocking, I've seen them. I saw one company set 100 appointments in 3 days. They sent their army of 10 guys out and they went door to door knocking. They got rejection, they got no's, but they booked appointments, and they booked 100 appointments in 3 days. Door knocking works, no doubt about it. It's tough. It's a tough way to do it, but it does work. And so that's one of the things that I'm going to be implementing myself here shortly, and I'll show you some of the things I'm doing for that. And if you want to do door knocking, I got some tools that I just created that I'll be able to show you, that you'll be able to participate in if you want to. Okay, so the first thing I wanted you to understand is you need to start looking at your top 20 list and go back through it again and maybe add a couple more people to it. So you want to get that down. You want to ask the simple openers. I started my own solar company, and what I do is I help homeowners basically eliminate their electricity bill. And I was wondering who comes to mind right now that you can think of that owns a home that would love to be able to eliminate their electricity bill. And they're going to say, "Well, my sister owns a home. Where does she live? She lives over here in whatever, Cerritos, whatever city she lives in, wherever it is." And then of course, well, what about this state or this state or this state, whichever state you're going to focus on. And then you can say, well, one of the things that our company does is we give you $1,000 if you would mind just letting them know that I'm going to give them a call and give me their name and number. If you wouldn't mind, I'd be happy to give them a call, give them a free solar savings analysis. And then if they like it, great. If not, no problem. But if they do, the company will pay you $1,000 for helping them get solar. We really want to spread this around the world, and we know the best way to do that is through word of mouth. And would you be open to that? See, the words, if you notice, it's not a script, and I don't want you to have a script. What I want you to do is learn openers and learn how to just kind of let it roll off the tongue. The reason why is because then it sounds authentic. It doesn't sound like you're reading the script, and you're just talking to them. All you're doing is trying to find out if they know someone. That's the first script I want to give you. First part of what we're going to start doing. The second thing is going after remember that top 200 list we talked about? So here's a part to it. So instead of using the script, again, you could say the same type of thing. Do a little warm up with them, and then just say I started a solar company called whatever your company name is, and then with power, and we want to be able to help clean the world with clean energy. And I was wondering, one of the things that we have in place is we have a program that can help people, eliminate their electricity bill. And I was wondering, who comes to mind right now when you think about people that may own a home? Who do you know that owns a home right now that possibly would love to eliminate the electricity bill? And they'll say, well, my cousin owns one or my friend. Well, the reason I'm asking is because our company is set up to pay $1,000 referral fee for anybody that just name and phone number, and maybe just touch base with them, let them know I'm going to call them, and then we'll pay you $1,000 for that. Would you be open to that? If you keep it that simple. When we first started, I had this long script that I had written out, and scripts are great. And I use that script too, because remember, when you start calling the homeowner, you got to get the rest of the information. You got to know that there's no trees, that they have the bill. You got to do all that. And that's what that script is for, to outline. But right now, I just want you to learn how to be raw. That's the one thing that I got from watching these guys out in solar. That was so encouraging for me. You should go on YouTube and watch these guys go door to door. I'll tell you why. Because one, they have tough skin. But the second thing is what I noticed, they're not scripted. They just go out there and have fun. They just enjoy themselves. They just tell people what they do. And they don't own a solar company like you do. They don't make anywhere near the money that you can. They would sell 2 or 3 or 4 solar deals just to make 10 grand. I was listening to one guy yesterday through Power. He made $14,000 on one sale yesterday. Just one sale, $14,000. So you see, the money we can earn here is so much more. But you've got to learn the words. You've got to train yourself. You've got to practice. Okay, so that's the second thing I want to talk about, is that top 200 list. And I've kept going to that. Here's why. We're learning how to work smarter, not harder. So those are 2 ways that I'm going to start generating business. Here's my third way. I'm going to networking groups. I'm going to show you some of the networking groups I'm going to go to, and I would want to give you some recommendations here. I looked online, I looked on Google, and I said, I'm going to go to different networking groups. So I Googled my area, because I live in Florida now, but in California, I used to know where all the networking groups were. I don't know where they are out here, so I had to Google them. So I went on Google, and I went on meetup.com. And I said, well, what are some networking groups I can go to out in the field? So I found a few. And what I did is I loaded my calendar up with as many of them I can find in January. So when I go to networking groups, I use a technique called an opener, audio business card, and an inviting script. I'll teach you that a little bit later. Actually, I taught it to you on the first training, the first orientation training, but we'll go through it more once I get out in the field and do it. Once I go and do it. But this is going to be very important. So you want to start learning to network. But the same type of thing that we just said on the phone is something similar that we would say when we go networking. What I do is I show homeowners how to eliminate their electricity bill so they can get off the grid and keep that money in their bank account. And then, if you're open to it, I can show you how to do it for yourself. Or if you know anybody, we pay $1,000 referral fee. Same thing. If you notice, it's not scripted. All I did was use an audio business card and an opener. I tell people what I do. What I do is I show homeowners how to eliminate their electricity bill so that they can stay off the grid and keep all that money in their bank account. That's called an audio business card. And then the opener, if you're open to it, I can show you how to do it. Or if you know anybody, if you have somebody that comes to mind that may want to eliminate their electricity bill, we pay $1,000 referral fee for that. If you want to know more information, come over and see me. That's how you do networking. And that was my number one skill set, is networking. So I'm going to go networking now, and I want to teach you how to do so. That's the third way. So number 1, top 20. Number 2, top 200. So you can start getting those referrals. You don't need a lot of them. You only need 1 or 2 or 3, and then you'll get one sale. Once you get one sale, I'll show you what to do with some of that money. because you want to invest it back, some of it back into your business. Number 3 is networking. The 4th thing that I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to be showing you the referral script. I'm going to show you that in a second. But before I go to the referral script, I want to end with that one. I want to show you what I'm doing with door knocking, because I did decide I'm going to go door knocking. Now, let me tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going door knocking every single day forever. Here's why. Because I'm going to be creating what's called a referral program. Every homeowner that I do enroll, what my intent is to get 3 homeowners from them. So in other words, in my script, I'm creating a script where you got to remember, we have an ambassador program. Homeowners would love to be able to pay off their house or pay off their solar in two years. I'm going to show them how, by just referring 3 people a month, they can pay off their solar bill in 2 years and have no electricity bill within 2 years, not 20 years like everyone else talks about. Because of that ambassador program, is powerful, you guys. So let me explain what we're going to do. When I go door knocking, my intent is just to get the momentum going. So I'm going to go out, and I have my cards here today, so I may go out this afternoon, or I'm definitely going tomorrow, but I may go this afternoon too, go door knocking. And my goal is to get 50 to 100 doors. Those 50 to 100 doors will probably equal 1 to 5 appointments. That's my goal. Once I make those 1 to 5 appointments, I'll get in there and I'll make a presentation with someone, or we're going to do it by Zoom, of course, because we do my goal when I go door knocking is different than what you're going to watch on the videos. So the reason why I'm telling you this, and if you can go door knocking, if you're in an area that you can't go door knocking, that's okay. You're going to use some of the other scripts, but I'm going to teach you this because at some point we will be in your area at some point. But I want to teach you the mindset and the skill set, because if you learn this, you can use it when you go networking, you can use it whenever you do anything. But when I go door knocking, this is what my intent is. Number 1, generate the lead. Get a person that says, yes, here's my name and information. 2, generate the bill. Well, convert them into a prospect is number 2, of course. Get them to say, yes, I'm open. That's all I'm trying to do. And 3, get a copy of their bill and book an appointment. That's it. Those are the 4 things I'm trying to do. When you watch solar videos, you're going to see they're actually trying to go back in the house and sell them right there on the spot. I'm not interested in doing that right now. I'm not interested in doing that. I'm interested in booking the meeting so I can do the Zoom meeting later. Several reasons why. 1, I don't seem desperate. See, a lot of these salespeople out there, they seem desperate and they seem like salespeople. I'm going dressed differently. I'm going dressed for business. I'm gonna wear a nice slacks. I'm gonna wear something nice. Might even wear a sports coat if it's not too hot outside. And I'm gonna go dressed for business, where these guys go in jeans or in shorts and they look like a door-to-door salesperson. I'm not gonna look like one. I'm gonna look like a professional. Kind of like a real estate agent is a professional. They get treated differently than someone that's just coming up to the door to sell them something. See, so because of that, I'm gonna treat it differently and they're gonna respond differently. And I'm going to have a conversation. I'm not going to be just trying to pitch them. I'm not trying to pitch them anything. As a matter of fact, those solar guys go with stuff in their hands. They go with their laptop in their hands, or they go with their iPad in their hand and all this note stuff. They take 10 guys with them to the door. Look how scary. I'm not doing that. I'm going really nice, going casual, just knocking on the door saying, this is who I am. We're the Clean Energy Movement. And we just wanted to inform the homeowners of something. And I'm going to have that script out for you guys. So once I have that down, I'll teach you what I'm going to do. But let me show you something. I'm going to show you my screen real quick. I'm going to show you what I created and why I'm doing this. Because let me show you, and this is how you guys are going to be able to benefit if you want to. So let me show you. I'm going to show you my tools that I just created for this. I created some tools. One of them is my business cards. Let me show you the business cards I just created for this. I think that's it. No, that's not it. Hold on. Show you my business cards that I created for this. Sorry, my screen is not showing my view correctly. Let me find them real quick. Nope, that's not it. That's my flyer. Sorry about that, you guys. I usually have this stuff up and ready to go, but I kind of threw this in the mix just a minute ago. Give me a second. Let me find it for you. Clean Energy Movement. All right, door hangers. So let me show you what I did. I created these door hangers. Okay, and these door hangers I created for a reason. I wanted to have a tool to be able to show people. So these door hangers are powerful. So this is the door hanger. So this is normally a hole right here. Let me show you really quick. Let me put this up. There's a hole that goes at the top right here. And then the Clean Energy Movement, that's our logo, has my picture on it. See, it's more professional. And then look what it says. This is a key. Remember I said I'm going to be getting referrals. It says, ask me about our company exclusive 2-year no solar bill or electricity bill program. No one else says that. No solar person on earth says it, something like that, not even people in power. Because what I want to do is ask me about it. Well, how does that work? What do you mean I have no bill and no solar payment in 2 years? How is that possible? I want them calling me to ask me. So this is my number, okay? And then the Clean Energy Movement. We'll look at the website in a second. The second thing I want to show you is the back side of it. Let me show you the back side of the door hanger. So here's the back side of the door hanger, okay? So again, the hole goes right here, shows a bunch of homes with solar on it. Go solar and save up to 50% of your energy costs. Why switch to solar? It tells them the benefits of why they should switch with my name, Independent Power Consultant. So this little tool here, when I go to the doors, I'm not just going to the door and then going to the next door. If nobody answers, I'm leaving this door hanger. And then I hope they call me, or I hope they go to my website, because let me show you what I just built. And you guys will all have access to this down the road. If you guys are gonna go door knocking or do any type of marketing, you'll have access to this. And I'll show you what I'm gonna be doing. Let me show you this. It's called the cleanenergymovement.com. Let me show you what I just built. I just built this little website here. It has my wife on there, and she's telling about solar. So let me just play it. Let me see if I can play it for you real quick. I'll show you what it says. Make sure I'm sharing my screen. Yep, there you go. Okay, so let me just show you what it says.
Have you ever considered adding solar to your home, but you just have a few unanswered questions like, why should I go solar? What are the benefits to me if I add solar to my home? What does it cost to go solar? Or how does this whole process work anyways? I'm sure you may have many more questions as well. Well, my name is Jamie and I'm with the Clean Energy Movement, and this is why we have created a free, no pressure, no obligation online solar overview that you can join just from the comfort of your own home. We will share with you what solar is all about and answer any questions that you may have so that you can make an intelligent decision if going solar is right for you. Click the link below to register to join our free, no pressure online web class at www.thecleanenergymovement.com. We look forward to seeing you guys there.
When someone clicks that, they go here and it pops up. They put their name and information in, right? They put their name and information in, they get the details. Once they get the details, it goes to a page where they can actually book it right in my calendar, okay? Goes down here, tells them a little bit more. Look, very important. You may qualify if you have a clear roof, high power bill, currently working and paying taxes. Okay, and then it goes down here to the bullets of what it's all about, and Clean Energy Movement. Very simple. So let me tell you why this is so powerful, you guys. Because now what I can do, when I go to those door hangers, these people are going to do one of two things. They're either going to call me or they're going to go to this website. When they go to this website, it's going to become a lead. Now I'm out there farming my area and generating leads. Now, how are you guys going to be able to benefit for this? Well, I'm not in your state. I'm not in your territory. I'm not in your area. So when we do one, I'm going to create one specifically for you guys in different areas, different teams, in different cities. So when you guys want to do this, I'm going to help you get set up so you can actually have one of these for yourself. So if you decide that you want to go door knocking or have a marketing website, I'm going to be able to mimic this website specifically for people on my team, that you can have exactly this. Okay. Powerful, powerful, powerful tool. If you have any questions about it, you're more than welcome to open up and ask me any questions about it, okay? So I wanted to show you that. The next thing I wanted to show you here is my business cards, okay? The business cards that go along with this, because you got to have some business cards. When you go out marketing, you got to have cards. So I'm going to show you my cards. That's the front of my card, and then I'll show you the back of the card. Let's see if both of them come up at the same time. See if I can get both cards front and back. Yep, there you go. So this is the front of the card, and this is the back of the card for the Clean Energy Movement. Now you got to remember, Clean Energy Movement, it's a movement. And that's what I do. It's a movement, okay? It's not a company. So now down the road, I may make it into a company, but right now it's just our movement. So that's why I said, if you guys want to use this team, this name, when you're out there, you're welcome to, and I'll show you how to do that. We're going to be branding this as the Clean Energy Movement. Okay. So I own the domain, the Clean Energy Movement, and then I'll be turning this into my brand. Okay. But if you want to use it, you're more than welcome to. Now, why doesn't it say power? Well, the reason why I don't want it to say power, because I don't want them to go to the power website and try to figure out what it is and get all this information. No, the Clean Energy Movement is my brand. They do business with me. Power is the company that supplies the product. I've been saying that from the very beginning. So you see my business card, it looks different than regular solar companies. It looks professional. It has a professional picture of me, has a family on there with solar panels on the house. You know, we help homeowners eliminate their electricity bill. This power question, ask me about our company exclusive 2-year no solar bill or electricity bill program. Ask me about it. I want them to ask me. That's going to automatically trigger questions because nobody says this. See, if you want to have success in sales or in direct sales, you got to be different. So that's why I created this. If you guys want something similar, like I told you, I own a graphics design company. Let me know. If you want these exact same cards or similar cards, let me know. My team can do it for you for a very minimal fee, and then you can get them printed. I'll show you where I got them printed at and get you, I think they have a 30% discount at Vistaprint. If you want the door hangers, let me know. If you want these same exact door hangers, you let me know. And my team can do them for you for a minimal cost, just for them to, change the graphics up for you. And then, you can go get them printed at Vistaprint. So I did this because I told you guys, I'm committed to helping you guys grow your business. If you want the website, let me know, and then I'll show you how we can, make that available for you guys in your area. Okay, so that's some of the things that I'm doing. I want to open it up real quick. Does anyone have any particular questions about anything I just shared so far? Does anybody have any questions at all about anything I just went over?
No, I don't have any.
I do.
Yes.
Can you hear me? Can you?
Yes.
So you said this is all available to us in our area. So I live in a small town, but I plan to go like to Santa Rosa. Okay, you know a little bit about Santa Rosa and also San Francisco. So, or over in Fairfax, all those towns right there. So when you say in your area, you mean it can be any of those places. It doesn't have to be a specific one of those. Is that correct?
Yes, because so let me give an example. Like one of the things my daughter's doing, we're going to be doing social media marketing. I'm doing all these things to drive traffic to that website. So she's going to be doing social media marketing, posted on Facebook, posted on LinkedIn. When that happens, those leads are going to go there. I'm going to know where they're coming from. See, I know where every one of those leads are coming from. I'm not personally trying to sell leads in Northern California or in Tennessee or anything else, or whatever states that are, people are in. So if you guys want to use, if you want to use the system now, once it's up and running, if you want to go door knocking and you want to start posting those things out, if you go door knocking in your area, I'm going to know where those leads came from because I'm not marketing in those areas. So if those leads come in and they are from Tennessee, we're going to know it. Or if they come in from, from another state, I'm going to know it because I'm going to know who's using it. I'm not letting everybody use it. I'm letting our team use it, and the specific people that are actually going to be using it, I will know. I'll have a list. So I'll know where you're marketing, we'll be in contact, consistent communication, and those leads will be given to you. If down the road you want your own system that you're going to manage, then I'll show you how to get that later. So yes, so the answer is, it doesn't make a difference what area you're in. What matters is where you're going to be marketing it, so I can make sure you get those leads.
Got it.
Yes. So good question. Alvin, you had a question as well?
Not really. But I just thought of something. I am actually going to be all busy this week coming up.
Yes.
And I actually received leads from you.
Yes.
Haven't been able to actually go through them. I want to know if there's still active leads. I can still use them, and I won't be able to use them till next week. That's what I plan on, because I'm actually I have my aunt down here. Driving her back to New Jersey, and I'm in Tennessee. I can't do door knocking, so that's not going to be, So I'm not right now. The door hangers and stuff like that are not going to be in use for me.
Yes.
But maybe some cards, but that's only to develop people that actually help me market in other states.
Yeah.
So
So a couple things you can do. One is the top 20, top 200 list. Start getting referrals. But here's what you can do. You can call the contractors, which is what I'm going to go into now. The contractor program will be great for you, Alvin, because it doesn't make a difference what state you're in. Because you just got to call contractors in the states that we have business in. So whatever state I gave you the leads in, I don't remember what state it was, whatever state that is,
yeah,
then what you do is just call contractors in those areas and start getting momentum. Start getting momentum in that particular area. And you don't have to focus on all 50 states. Just focus on one right now. Focus on one state and get good at the words in that state. Learn who the utility company is in that state. There's websites that show you how much the electricity bills are going up in that state. To become a master of your state, of your area. And then when you call those contractors, you sound intelligent. You sound like you know what you're talking about. You're the professional. You own a business that's what you do. You're coming there to help clean up the environment. So have that mindset. So that's how you do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Actually, I'm making a list of what kind of people to actually contact to actually do it, be an ambassador. Also, on top of that, one is try to find out a way to find out how much energy costs in a certain area.
Yeah.
Because they would be probably the key areas to actually look at if there's a high energy cost to actually find plumbers or roofers or whatever in that area.
Yes, absolutely. But here's the coolest part about it. Whether they have a super high energy cost or not, it doesn't matter. Solar still works. So don't focus so much on that, but there are websites you can look up. I found some on Google. I have to figure out where they are again, but there's some websites you can look up, list of top energy areas in the country, and it'll show you the whole list. It's pretty simple, fine. but here's the key, you guys. I want you to understand this. If you're going to use the contractor script, which I'm about to show you, all you do is this. I focused on one type of contractor. My wife focused on, I think she focused on landscapers. I focused on handyman. Think about handyman. What would it take for a handyman to make $1,000? A lot of work. They got to put in a lot of light bulbs and do a lot of little silly stuff to make $1,000, right? When I called these handymen, almost every one of them was open to it. Almost everyone. Handyman was the easy one because they are in the home. They're trusted by the homeowner. Remember, the homeowner is not going to invite somebody in their home. So they're already trusted. And they don't make us nowhere near the amount of money as a roofer would or a painter would or someone else that does, a higher end type of job. So handymen were really good. So I started calling handymen in Florida and boom, 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 just started booking off appointments left to right. One of them signed up instantly and said, yeah, I got about 20 leads I can send you right away. So he'll be on the training tonight. So I want to show you that script. By the way, before I forget, tonight at 8 p.m., if you guys know anyone that may be open to learning about solar, you can start building your team. Tonight will be the night to get them on the training. You want to invite people to tonight at 8 p.m. I sent you the link in your text. But let me show you now the script for the handymen and for the contractors. Let me show you this real quick. This is the actual script I used, okay? So I'll call them up and I'd say, first of all, whenever you do something like this, remember when you call scripts, you've got to learn how to be casual. You've got to be a professional. You cannot talk like you're a salesperson. You cannot talk like you're a solar rep. And you definitely can't talk like you're trying to sell them solar. So you got to say, hey, may I speak to the owner of ABC company? And they're going to say, yeah, I'm the owner. How's it going? Because remember, handymen don't have a big company. Usually it's just them. Say, hi, John. I'm Stephen with Clean Energy Movement and Power Solar. How are you today? And they'll say, I'm fine. What's going on? Yeah, did I catch you at a bad time? No, I didn't catch you at a bad time, did I? No, not at all. What's happening? Well, again, my name is Stephen, and I'm one of the owners. The reason I said I'm one of the owners because me and my wife were doing it together. You could just say I am the owner. I'm one of the owners of Clean Energy Movement and Power Solar. We're the fast growing solar company in the nation. So what kind of services do you specialize in, as your handyman? And they'll say, oh, well, we do homeowners this, we do that, we do roofing, we do this. They'll tell you all the stuff that they do. You want to get them talking. I found that out because at first I would just go into the presentation. But when I started getting them talking, a lot more of them were a lot more receptive because they thought I was trying to do a job with them. Then I'd say, oh, well, that's cool. That's awesome. So good. So you don't do solar at all. Good. Fantastic. Well, the reason for my call is we provide solar for homeowners And we partner with, and you could say service professionals like handymen. And we give $1,000 referral fee for just the name and number of a homeowner, that you usually are working with. It usually works out to be anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 per month or more extra income without doing any more work for it. It's just an additional income stream during the slow season. Do you work with a solar company now? No, we don't work with a solar company now. Okay, great. And then you can say, well, do you mind if I briefly tell you a little bit about our company? Yeah, no problem, not at all. No, what do you got? And then make sure, of course, they're not on a ladder, because a lot of guys, they were on a ladder when I was talking to them. I said, well, we're the fastest growing solar company in the United States, Inc. 5000 list. We're ranked in 2019, number 983, and we jumped to number 61. You can say that if you want, you don't have to. We have a 30-year warranty on our solar and our roof. We're the best warranty in the industry. We're the only 100% solar company, solar sales company online. We present our solar 100% online, so we're not limited, to where we can go. And we sell solar in 15 states and give you your referral for any of them and pay $1,000 per sale. We're the only solar company that is built into our business model. Yeah, so that's it. It's a little bit about us. It's pretty simple. So the way we work is this. And then first we show you our website and get you enrolled in our website for free. It takes about 2 minutes. It's really simple. Then we show you where to refer your leads on the website, and it's all tracked, so you know when it gets sold. When the solar gets sold to the home. We just need their name, phone number, email, and address, and then we can contact them on your behalf. And then once the customer goes solar with us, after it's installed, you'll receive $1,000 referral for your referral. That's it. It's that simple. Are you near your computer right now? If they say yes, you say, great, let's get you set up, and you send them your link, or you text them your link or email it to them. If they say no, you say, you got your cell phone on you. Yeah, we can do it right from your cell phone. It's really simple. And you get them signed up. Now, to start putting some money in your pocket, what 3 people come to mind in Florida that you can think of right now that you're working on right now? 3 people. Get their name, phone number, email, and state, and that's it. And then that's it. You see how that works? I want 3 right now. So I got like 10 to 15 people I'm meeting. I'm going to meet a guy right now at a restaurant. And this guy he's meeting me at the restaurant because he has a whole book of business of people that he wants to refer to us. So I'm going to get 5, 10, 20 of them right now. And you got to understand, these are your leads. This is just as if you went and door knocked 100 people or 20 people. So if you get this script down, you guys, and you get good at this script, you'll never have to go do door knocking. You'll never have to do anything else. You just get good at this. You put 10, 20, 30, 40 of these people, and then you start giving them some checks and start getting some testimonial videos from these ambassadors saying how much money they earned by giving you a referral. It's game over. Game over. Okay. So this is how I'm doing it. These are some of the systems I've put in place for you. And I wanted to share this with you so you guys can really start practicing this. I'll have the script available for you right now. I'll make a PDF for you and send it over to you so you guys can have it. So I'll make sure you have that right away. And it'll also be available for download in the back office and the training. Okay, any questions on this so far? Any questions about anything I just shared? This is your time. Go ahead, you can unmute. Can you unmute?
Yeah, there's no questions.
Yes, did you have a question?
No.
Okay. All right, so here's what you want to do. You want to make that list of ambassadors, but let me show you another thing you can do. You don't even have to make a list of ambassadors. Let me show you how to do this. This is the coolest part about how this works. The greatest thing is that everything is already online. So all you do is go to Google and you say, handyman in Texas, in Houston, Houston, Texas. Okay, let's say you're calling Houston, Texas. If that's where you're calling on and you're going to get handyman in Houston, Texas, you will just go handyman in Houston, Texas. You look down here and guess what? It gives you all their names and numbers right there. And you look for more businesses right there. Here's all their names. This is how I did it. I just looked at all these handyman right here. Here's the name, and I click on their website. I click on their website, and it'll tell me who they are. Or you can go right here. Their phone numbers are right there. This is leads left and right. You don't have to look for leads. They're all right there in order. You know, you just call and go right down the list. That's all I did. Look at 10 pages of them right here. You get it? So there's an unprecedented amount. If you want to look at Northern California, let's say in Sacramento. I know that's where you are, Sacramento, California. So handyman in Sacramento, California. Here's the list of them right here. Here's the list, and you got 10 pages of them. Like 7 or 8 or 10 on a page, and you got every one of them, their name, their phone number, everything is right there. So there's no shortage of leads, you guys, no shortage. It's not a matter of leads, it's knowing how to convert those leads into prospects. That's what you have to get good at. If you get good at that, and then getting them and getting the question, what 3 people are come to mind right now? You get good at saying that sentence. I don't care if it's to your friend. I don't care if it's to your family member. I don't care if it's to someone networking. If you get good at asking those types of questions, you'll never have to go out and do some of the hard things, which is like door knocking. It is a little bit more challenging. I'm going to go do it just to prove the point that it does work and just to get some momentum going and all that. But I don't plan on door knocking forever. I got these door hangers. Guess what? I'll put them on doors. I'll put them on doors when I go into neighborhoods and stuff like that. I'll be doing that anyway, because it's just going to drive more traffic. But guess what I'm really going to be doing? I'm going to be generating referrals by telling them what I do. I own a company. I own a solar company. And what I do is I help homeowners eliminate their electricity bill so they can put that money and keep it in their pocket, because people are going through hard times right now. And because I do that, if you know some people that come to mind that own a home, we'll pay you $1,000. We want to share the love with people that know homeowners, that have friends and family that want to be able to save money on their electricity bill. So who comes to mind right now that you know of that would love to be able to eliminate their electricity bill so they have no more payment? Well, yeah, my mom, she needs it because she's on a fixed income right now. Well, great. And what I can do is I'd be happy to give your mom a call, which just let her know that I'm going to touch base with her. I'll give her a free energy analysis, show her how much money she can save. And then if it makes sense for her, we'll pay you $1,000 just for doing it. Would you be open to that? Absolutely. Okay, great. You got you got your phone handy? I do. Let's go ahead and get you set up for that. We're going to get the referral, get your mom, and put it in the system so you can see exactly how it works. And then we're going to hit the ground running. Done. That's how it works, you guys. Okay. And it's been so cool this last 2 weeks, just watching all this online, just watching all these people go out door to door. I'm like, man, they are working way too hard. But guess what? Some of them are making $500,000 or $1 million a year, knocking on doors for 9 hours until wee hours of the night. And I was like, man, they are working really, really hard for the money. I said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to work smart for the money. And so we're going to be able to do the same thing. We're going to let our fingers do the walking. We're going to use the openers, audio business cards, and we're going to use tools to be able to grow the business. And they're doing it in one city, in one state. They don't even have 15 or 18 states now that we have. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Any other comments or questions before I let you guys go? I wanted to keep this training short and to the point. I'm going to make sure you guys get the script here shortly. Any other last comments? And then you guys know, JC has a training at 1 p.m. today on his line, his Zoom line. I sent that to you in a text also. Any other comments or questions about anything we went over today? If you have a comment or question, please ask it now.
All right. I was just going to go ahead.
Go ahead, Malvin.
No, I don't have any.
All right. Any comments? What did you what's your thoughts about what you just learned today? Alvin? What's your thoughts about what you just learned today? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just don't have a comment. I'm just,
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. So Frankie, what's your thoughts about it? Or any comment?
Well, this is a lot of information today. And the more that you do it, the more the more information comes out. So I just really need to go through everything and listen to it again. So because I wasn't able to make a lot of notes, I start and then I said, wait, I gotta watch the replay so that I can get a little bit more clear on what you were talking about. So there was like three things that you talked about: the door knocking and the handyman. Those are the ones. The handyman was the one that really
Yes.
kind of stuck with me because of the fact that you just go through, you go through the list, and like I'm in San Francisco or in Santa Rosa area, I can go through those lists and get those handymen. And that seems to be the one that really stuck with me today more than the door knocking.
That's good. And that's good. I'm glad that stuck with you. That's why I did that last. You got to understand, when you run a business, you don't have one form of marketing. You have multiple forms of marketing. So that's why I went through multiple forms. I went through your top 20 list, which should be where you start if you have your top 20 people that you know. I'm going to go back through my top 20 list. The second is the 200 list, the people that you know that you can ask for referrals. That will be your warmest market first. Then you go to networking. Going networking because that'll build more warm market. And I'll be teaching you how to network. Fourth would be door knocking. Going door knocking will generate momentum in your area if you have the ability to go door knocking. And then of course you'll need the tools. You'll want business cards, you'll want door hangers, something to leave behind to drive them to the landing page. That will be the fourth. And then the fifth, of course, is the contractors. And I'm using handyman, but you can think of whatever contractor you like in your area. I could have done the same exact thing with plumbers. I could have looked up plumbers, that'll tell me all the plumbers in the area or all the, painters in the area. It didn't matter. You just pick whichever one you want to talk to, and that would be the area you go to. That script works. I've already proven the script works. I did the script. I had my wife doing the script. The key to it is sounding casual when you're talking. You got to posture up. You got to become a business owner. You cannot sound like a salesperson. You're not making a pitch to them. You're talking to them about a business relationship between you, one owner, to another owner. That's the mindset when you're doing that. I'm not trying to sell them anything. I'm not trying to get them to do anything. You guys got homeowners that you do business with. You're already doing business with these homeowners. We're going to pay you so we don't have to pay these lead companies. We don't have to send our people out door knocking. It's much better to pay you because you're already in the house. You already have a relationship with them. We're going to get to your homeowners anyway, whether you like it or not. It's just better that you get paid for it. That's a mindset that you have to have. That see, when you're talking to that handyman, you're going to go show the solar to their homeowners. The only difference is, are they going to get paid on it or not? You understand? That's a mindset. Now, just so you guys know, by the way, I forgot to mention this. If you do choose to go door knocking in an area, let me know where. I have the ability to find that exact area online and send a lot of those people an email before you go. That's one of the things I'm going to be doing. I call it chumming the water. Like when you go fishing with your fishing pole, but before you do, you chum the water so all the fish show up, and then you can actually go and do your fishing. Same thing here. So if you ever decide that you want to go door knocking in an area, let me know what the area is. What I'll do is I'll pull as many emails as I can find in that area, and I will send them an email for free, just letting them know that one of our representatives are going to be coming to the area to let them know about how they can eliminate their electricity bill. And then when you go to the door, you'll be able to use that in your script. So that's another thing that I'll be doing for you. As you can see, guys, I am behind the scenes working hard to really help you. This business is a simple business, but it's not easy. But it's a multi-million-dollar business. And because it's such a big business, it can do so much. You can do so much with it. It is a learning curve, and it does take a little bit of effort. Okay, so I appreciate you guys being here today. If you have any additional questions, ask me after I stop the recording, and then we can go through it. I can answer any questions that you guys have. Okay, so give me 1 second. Let me stop the recording for you.